Hi, kindergarten. It's Mrs. K. Here we are, ready to do our next page in our flip book for the Very Hungry Caterpillar. So, Mrs. K gave your teachers a paper that looks like this. So, you're going to need to have that in front of you. And you will also need a pair of scissors and your glue stick. Okay? We're going to need those things to do this activity. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut out both of these circles. All right, so Mrs. K is going to do it. I'm going to cut this one. Just like you get yours and you go ahead and start cutting. I'm going to cut along the black line. Just like that. All right, I got my first one. And then I'm going to cut out the second one along the black line. Okay, just like this. Okay, so then I have the first one and I have the second one. We're not quite done cutting yet. Mrs. K is going to give you a minute or two to finish cutting out your circles. Okay, all right, so we're going to cut just along the dotted line and stop because we don't want to go all the way into the black there. So just along the dotted line and stop. Just along the dotted line and stop. Just along this dotted line and stop. And then along this dotted line and stop. So then you will have what looks like this, where we can open the flaps. Okay, so go ahead and do that. All right, Mrs. K is going to open up my Very Hungry Caterpillar page of our flip chart. So we are going to glue on the top wheel and label each part. So we have to glue this down, and then we have to glue the top wheel onto where it says just glue here. So first I'm going to glue this one down. I'm going to take my glue stick, and I'm going to put glue on the back of it. And then I'm going to put it right in the middle. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here where it says glue here. So Mrs. K is going to put some glue on that. All right. And then I'm going to match it up so that it glues down onto the square there, and I will be able to lift the flaps to see the picture. Okay, like that. All right, Mrs. K needs to get a marker, so you do that and I'll be right back. Okay, got my marker. All right, so we're going to label the parts, the cycle of the butterfly. And Mrs. K has a marker here. You can use your pencil. You don't have to use a marker. And if I open this flap here, and we have a leaf and then this little white thing on top there, think in your head, what is that called? It started out as a little tiny egg. So Mrs. K is going to write egg on that flap. Okay, and we follow our arrow. And we go down to the next part. And then I open this flap. And then it became, from the egg, it became a caterpillar or a worm. I'm going to shorten it and write worm because caterpillar is a really long word. So W-O-R-M. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next one and open up this flap here. And when it goes inside its cocoon and it's changing into the butterfly, do you remember what that stage is called? What we call that? Okay, I'm going to call it the pupa. P-U-P-A. And then finally, at the top, after it changes inside the cocoon, it turns into a beautiful butterfly. So then Mrs. K is going to write butterfly. B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-Y. Okay, so you should have all of those on your circle. And then if there's time and your teacher wants you to color, you can go back and color the leaf green, but leave the egg white. You can go ahead and color the leaf green and the worm or the caterpillar. You can color it inside of its chrysalis and the branch, and then you can color the beautiful butterfly any colors that you want. Okay, so that is how we make our wheel for the steps in the cycle of the butterfly. Okay? All right, kindergarten. Mrs. K will talk to you later.